Hello, my collective singles. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. Just trying to get back on track for the new year. Give you a couple of readings each week. That's what I was doing before Christmas hit, before everything kind of went a little bit wild. So here we are with a singles reading for you. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. This is not for your energy, my friend. This is for all energies. It's a collective reading, which means I'll call out the signs and symbols if you need to hear them to know if this is going to be your reading or not. But we're going to start with a few oracle decks and we're going to work from there. So let's find out what energies are here for the collective singles. Let's talk about the collective singles. Tell me about the energy. Okay, we'll take that one. And it says, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And I think I've said that before, maybe not in a collective singles reading, but I've said it before. And you are the one who is in control here. You don't ever have to wait for the other person to end it. You don't ever have to wait for them to decide what they want to do with you. You always have the power, collective singles. And it should always be decisions that are made about what's best for you and not what's best for them. Tell me what else we have here. We're just going to, as I said, do a little bit of oracles here, and then we'll hit it up with some tarot and find what's going on. We do have grief. Gosh, that's come out a lot today. We do have grief. So it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. We have health and we have courage. Health says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And I do believe that that covers all of it. The mental health, the physical health, the financial health, it covers all of it, right? It's the health of all things. It's not just like the physical health. We've got courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So for some of you, maybe that's a big hill to climb. Maybe the mental health, the physical health, the financial health, whatever the health is that you're after, I feel like this might be sort of a big hill for you to climb after the loss of something here. But I want you to be reminded that you are in your power, that it is all within you. This game is your game. This is your simulation. You get to do what you want. You get to make the rules, and you, my friend, you can walk away or say no at any time. Tell me what else we have here for the singles, please. We have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing. It feels like somebody here is probably watching you. I want to say somebody's probably looking at your old Facebook pictures. If your Facebook is not locked up, this is somebody who is kind of reminiscing about you. It may have been someone you walked away from or decided it was over with. We have a coffee cup, which says meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So there is somebody here that I feel wants to reconnect with you, my friend. One more. Okay, two more. We have a golden mirror. It says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Then it has the snake, completion. What does it say? Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. So look, it feels like there is somebody here that someone was dealing with that possibly was in some type of a narcissistic energy. And look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anyone, and neither should you unless you are a health professional with a PhD. So I'm going to say that everybody uses that N word as a buzzword, and not everybody's a narcissist just because they don't agree with you. That is a specific mental diagnosis. And it could be that somebody here is dealing with someone with that diagnosis, but it can also look like it without being it. On the bottom of the deck, we have ascending. It says transcending obstacles. I feel like there is somebody here that you acquired in your past that you walked away from. And this person is someone who can't let you go, because if they do have narcissistic-like tendencies, then it is going to be the hardest for them to let go and to know that they've lost you without them cutting you off first. So it could be that kind of energy that we're looking at. We have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. All right. So now health and courage now takes a different turn for me, because it does feel like mental health now. It feels like somebody here needs to find the courage to honor the physical vessel that enshrines the soul. So keeping your physical self well, keeping your mental self well, keeping all of that well. It feels like, the thing is that I feel like you really had a connection to this person, and you do feel the loss. You feel the loss of not having them in your life, having walked away. It feels like you had to, though. I'm going to say that it doesn't feel like you had much of a choice, that you kind of had to, because it feels like this person wasn't honest with you. That it says, we've got the card of the snake here. It says that that they were clever, malicious. They kept you looking over your shoulder. Possibly they were dating other people. It does say the other woman here. Could be the other man. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like this person is watching you. I want to say they're watching you online or in the neighborhood or whatever it is. It feels like they're probably going to want to try and approach you again. Let's talk about this. Tell me about the singles, please. It almost feels like a bit of a warning. Yeah, somebody here walked away, and I think it was you. I don't think that you took it lightly. I feel as though you walked away with the Eight of Cups. You disconnected emotionally because you knew that this wasn't a healthy relationship for you, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to feel the grief of that. It's still, you're still thinking about them or wish that they could be different. And that's the reason that somebody who is an empath does attract someone who can have narcissistic behaviors, because, you're the person who's the empath. Oh, I feel them. I understand what they're going through and all of those things, but that will break you. That will break you. All right. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Six of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's like you feel like this person is a soulmate. And sometimes they are, and that's the truth of it. Sometimes they are, even the bad relationships. We can come across unhealed soulmates. Soulmate relationships are only easy if both people come together and they are healed. But otherwise, it can be pretty rough. Bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card, Libra energy. So I feel like you're the one that walked away. That's what this says here, that you knew that you had the power to walk away, that you decided to disconnect emotionally and you fell into silence. So I feel the reason that you fell into silence is because you quietly had to feel it out with your gut. I want to say with the High Priestess, it's like you kind of brought yourself up from behind the curtain, sort of kind of looking at the emotional part of it. And it's really hard. It was a really hard time for you to understand that you had to walk away, that you had to keep moving here because it wasn't healthy. But it doesn't mean you don't go through the grief. We do have health. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Six of Cups. And that's exactly what I was talking about. When we find a soulmate connection, it's a soulmate connection. Why? Because it's really easy. There's no drama. We don't lie to each other. Nobody's hiding anything. There's none of this going on. None of this going on, and we will know when we find a soulmate connection. I feel like for those of you who have gone through this already and you still have this person in your energy who won't let you go, I think that there is a soulmate connection coming in for you, a brand new one, an exciting one, by the way. So I want to say with this health card that it says I honor the physical vessel, right? So we are talking about the physical health. So I feel like I should include mental health in there, but I feel like with the physical health, I feel like that you have been focused on or should be focused on just taking care of you, eating right, being well, reading good things, taking in social media that is healthy for you. It feels like you've got in the present moment here a good balance of things going, and you're preparing yourself, I think, for an exciting soulmate to enter your life here. We have courage, and it says find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I think that your biggest fear, collective singles, is that you're going to find somebody who's the Knight of Wands again. And I feel like this person, whoever this person is who's kind of stalking your profiles and watching you online and all of that stuff, they don't like that you took away your power. Your fear is that you're trying to find the courage to date again because you don't want this anymore. You don't want this energy. You don't want someone who's going to love bomb you, who's going to jump through hoops to give you whatever you want just so they can kind of get you in their clutches only to give you the Five of Pentacles after that. And that is sort of what this feels like. This dynamic feels like. It doesn't feel like a healthy dynamic. But again, it doesn't mean that you're not going to going to feel bad about it. Doesn't mean that you're not going to grieve it. We do have Piscean energy here. We do have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I guess the Five of Pentacles sticks out as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Libra here as well. Tell me about this. Tell me about this Eight of Cups and how this ended here. Somebody walked away, it looks like. We do have the Three of Swords. So it's like you took care of your heartbreak in the silence. You did it by yourself, is what I want to say. We do have the High Priestess showing up here again. You know what? I think that, collective, that your gut was gnawing at you. It was like, this person is not for you. You need to disconnect from this person because they're dealing in an energy that is very self-absorbed. It's like they really didn't care how you felt about the situation. They really didn't care whether or not you liked the relationship the way that it was. It feels like this person is malicious and clever. It's like they played with your emotions and your gut was telling you to go. Your gut was telling you, no, this isn't for me. We have the Page of Swords. And so that's what I was talking about. You get this realization, right? Your gut, the High Priestess is gnawing at you. Look, listen to your gut, listen to your gut. And it's like, I've heard Oprah say it, right? It's like it first begins as a whisper. And then if you don't acknowledge the whisper, it gets a little louder. And before you know it, the tower's falling in. So it's like you need to listen when the whisper comes. And I think you maybe heard the whisper, maybe ignored it. But I feel like when it got a little louder, I think that you got out, and I think it was smart. So the Page of Swords tells me that you come to a realization, an aha moment, that you come upon some information that makes you pull away from this person. This person is someone who I feel likes to keep you around because they like the attention that you give them. I feel like your perception of this relationship when it began possibly was, we're just going to do some coffee. We're going to see each other. It's an uplifting sort of feeling. But, that's sort of this person who is in that kind of dynamic. That's what they do is, they pull you in slowly, right? And I feel like eventually you realize that this is not for me. Your intuition is on high. We've got Piscean energy. Maybe you're a Pisces or you have a Pisces moon. Tell me about the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands, please, because I feel like there's something really beautiful coming in. And I think the reason is that you let this go. Because you cannot entertain other energies while you're still holding on here. I feel that you really did turn your back and walk away. And that you instinctively knew, right? That's what this says, power. It's your instinct that took over, which is the High Priestess, right? It is the instinct that took over. You instinctively knew what was right for you and that you had the power to walk away, and so you did. But I still think that this person is all around the outside here trying to get information about you on the internet or from friends or something like that. So we have the Five of Swords. We have the Sun. And we have the Magician. So this person could be an Aries. They could be a Leo. It feels like they might be a fire sign. But this person is going to be, they are going to feel like a soulmate energy. This is going to be a fairly easy relationship. Although the Five of Swords has shown up, the Sun is here. And it tells me that this is going to be banter. It's going to be banter. It's going to be that we talk about world issues and maybe sometimes we don't agree on them, but that's okay because we're teaching each other. We're getting clarity. The Magician is here. I feel like the person that you've been manifesting, and maybe it's not a person, but maybe it's a bunch of energies. Like it feels to me like somebody I'm connecting with is like, I want someone to pour into me like I pour into them. I want someone who is going to treat me as though I'm valuable. I want someone, you know what I mean? Like it's like you're giving more broader views to the universe about what sort of characteristics you want your person to have. And I do believe you're going to get it because the Magician is here. I do believe that you are magic, that you do have the ability to manifest. You probably are someone who is quite psychic. And I feel like this is telling me that your manifestation is very close, that you can feel it, you can almost taste it, like you can't yet see it, but you can feel it. I feel as though this person, like I said, they could be psychic like you. They could be a Pisces, could be an Aries or a Leo, but I think this person is very family oriented. I think that they're family oriented. They're very happy. This person is not somebody who is this. They are not somebody who is clever, malicious. They're complete opposite of the person who you had an experience with the last time. So this sun here, this energy makes me feel like this person is upbeat. They're positive. They live in the sun. They could be a Leo. They don't have to be. But I feel like the sun is also here to give you clarity and let you know that whatever is coming is beautiful and warm. That's what I want to say. It's like warm as the sun. This person that is coming is magic, and they are a person who is going to make you trust again. They are a soulmate, and I do believe this works out to be some sort of a connection that is exciting, exhilarating, that it's passionate. You're going to be very attracted to this person. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, because I think that you still have worry, that you're still a little bit worried that you might end up with somebody here who is going to love bomb you and leave you on the outside. Tell me about this here. You're trying to have the courage to get out there and date again or to love again. With the Ten of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles and we have Judgment. So I feel as though that Judgment is telling me that you've made a decision, a really big decision here. Collective singles here. You've made a really big decision that whatever does begin is not going to begin in fire. Maybe this began in fire. Maybe it began in passion, right? And passion without stability, without the Three of Pentacles, the passion is going to burn out. And that's just the way it goes. Fire goes out. So we do have the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. I feel like you've decided that you are going to move slowly. It's going to start as a friendship or a cooperative effort. It's going to start with us meeting up for coffee. You're not coming to my house. I'm not going to yours. I feel like you're going to be really careful. This is your decision. I feel like you want to try again, and you want to try again in the dating world, or to find a love, or, whatever it is that you're looking for. Ultimately, I think you're looking for happiness, and you want to be sure that you're not going to be left on the outside looking in of this happiness. I feel like instead of going with fire, you're now going with pentacles, and this is the big decision that you're making here. I feel like your person is somebody who could be Virgo or Pisces, someone who's also looking at beginning again after some sort of really big ending. And we do have the Three of Pentacles. So they're also, I feel, looking at moving really slowly. I think that there is love here. I think that love is going to happen. And let's talk about who we might be talking about. Let's get some details. Let's talk about some details for the collective, please. All right, we've got fours. Fours says, give up your doubts, keep the faith, you're on the right path. Make sure that you have stability, perseverance, and you're going in the right direction. This person may be of large stature, or they may be tall. So they may be, like, their frame may be large, but they may feel bigger than life. Even if they're someone who is of average height, this is someone who is protective, and, they fill up a room. People notice them. They have a big personality. We have someone who's an Aquarius. So, Aquarius is the genius of the zodiac. So we have Aquarius energy here. I feel like somebody here is incredibly smart, and that makes up for this banter here, this very witty banter. One of you is smaller or shorter in stature, and the other one is tall or larger in stature. This person is single, so you don't have to deal with any of that other stuff. They could have dark hair. We have Scorpio, closed off, and major attraction. So this person, Scorpio and closed off comes up. Scorpio is not necessarily closed off, especially because it depends on the moon and the rising, right? It affects the sun sign. So the closed off energy is that Scorpio doesn't really bring much to the surface and may seem a little cool or aloof on the surface. They may seem very kind of serious, right? Especially if it's Scorpio and Aquarius. This is very aloof, highly intelligent. I'm only going to speak when I feel like I need to kind of energy. So it comes off as being being very tall in stature, filling up a room. This could be an emperor. We're dealing in fours. It could be an emperor, but you are going to have a major attraction to this person. They might have dark hair. They could be an Aquarius. This person is single, the one of tall stature, but they might be closed off to a relationship when you first meet them. We do have fives. Look, when fives are in the room, things are happening like that quickly. So there is new love. Says quick changes, embrace change, follow your intuition, as you usually do. You did with the last relationship, and adventure and freedom is on the way. Fives are wonderful. Quick change, y'all. Something's coming. Could be in 5 days, could be in 9 days. Just saying, we're at 9s. That's the end of the cycle. And then we start again, right? So it feels like it's like right around the corner for some of you. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I love you. I appreciate you. Be in the comments, please. Tell me if any of this made sense. Thank you for doing that. And thanks for your thumbs up. I'm going to go for now. Bye-bye.